Hello students, it's Mr. Win here. Thank you for joining me on another tutorial video. This time we're going to show you how to graph linear equations in 3 different forms. So before we begin, let's review those forms real quick. The first one we'll talk about is the slope-intercept form, which is y equal mx plus b. To graph this, you're going to begin with the y-intercept, which is your b value here, and then we'll use the slope m to do rise over run to get to our next point, and then we can draw the line. Okay. The next one is point slope form. To begin, graphing this one is similar to slope intercept, but the point that we begin is not going to be the y-intercept. It's going to be the point that is given inside our equation, which is the x1 y1 point. Okay. And then again, we'll use the slope to do rise over run, and then we get to the next point. Okay. Standard form is another one. Standard form is ax plus by equals to c. To graph standard form, the easiest way to do is to use y-intercepts and x-intercepts. Okay, to use the intercept to graph them. So to do the x-intercept, you just let y equals 0 and find out what the x value equals. Okay, to do y-intercept, you can let x equals 0 and then find out what the y value is. So you might have to solve the equation for it, right? Now, if you want to graph by slope, you can do find the slope is negative b over a, and then you can use the slope to graph it. But graphing by the intercepts would be the easiest way to do it. So there are 2 special lines that you also need to pay attention to when you have these equations. One is the horizontal line, and the horizontal line is always in the form y equals to b, and b is some number, like y equals to 6, right? So horizontal line, you just plot at the y-intercept, right? 0b, and then you draw a horizontal line that is parallel to the x-axis. Okay, so remember, y equals something is a horizontal line, okay, because that line goes through the y-axis. And then, of course, oh, I don't know why this is not, that bothers me. It needs to be the same color. Sorry about that. The last special line is x equals. So x equal is a vertical line. X equals some number a, right? And so the x-intercept is a equals 0. And similarly, you're going to start your graph at the x-intercept. And then instead of horizontal, you're going to be drawing a vertical line that is parallel to the y-axis. It's vertical because it has to go through the x variable. It has to go through the x-axis, rather. Okay, so these are the 3 different forms, and these are the 2 special lines that we might run across, right? So let's begin this. I'm going to be using IXL, and we'll show you a couple of examples for each one of those that I just showed you. Okay, so for this one, this is slope-intercept form. Okay, this is the intercept right here, which is negative b, and that's where we're going to start. And remember, this intercept is the y-intercept. Okay, which means you have to begin on the y-axis. Some students get confused and they begin on the x-axis. You have to begin on the y-axis because it is a y-intercept. And then notice here it's a negative 1 in front of this x. Well, a negative 1 can be written as a negative 1 over 1, okay? And how do we use the slope for this? Well, the 1 on top to tell you to go up 1. So I'm rising 1, rising 1, rising up. I always rise up. I don't rise down. It doesn't make sense to rise down. Okay, so you will always rise up 1. Now the negative, how does the negative factor into this? The negative tells you which left or right to go. If it's negative, you're going to go left 1. Okay, so if it's a negative slope, you go up and left. Now, could I go down and to the right? Absolutely. You can turn completely around and do the complete opposite of this, and it will still be the same line. So you can do down 1 if you want to, and to the right 1. So when you turn around, everything is completely opposite, right? So instead of up, you go down. Instead of right, you go left. Either way you do it is fine. Okay. Sometimes your graph doesn't allow you to go up, so you do have to go down, and vice versa. Okay, let's begin this. We're gonna start at -2 on the y-axis right there, and I'm gonna go up 1 to the left 1. Notice my line is actually negative, right? It's decreasing from left to right. Submit. Voila. Okay, clear. All right, this one is also slope intercept. It just happened that the intercept is 0 and it's plus 0, so we're not writing it, right? It's not written, but we need to know that that's a 0. That's a y-intercept. Sorry, that's my phone. So we begin at 0, and the slope is 9. So the slope is 9, which is 9 over 1. So we're going to rise up 1, and it's positive, so we're going to go to the right 1. Okay, up 1, right 1. So let's do this. We're going to begin at 0. We're going to go up 1 and to the right 1. Okay, so notice my line is positive, and it's very steep because the slope is a big number. It's bigger than 1, right? So the line is steeper. Let's submit. Perfect. Okay. Oh, good. This is I was waiting for one of these. So this is a vertical line, right? Because it's just x equals some number, right? So we're gonna begin at 1 on the x value. Okay, we begin at 1 on the x value. And to make a vertical line, all you have to do is select any point along this line. No tilting, don't tilt it. It has to be straight up and down. So you can actually select any point along this line. It will give you a vertical line. Okay, and you're done. Submit. Awesome. Oh, good. We have a horizontal line right away. So this is a horizontal line. Why do I know that? Well, it's y equals. So it has to go through the y value. So I have to go to 3 on the y value, and I have to draw a line through that, right? So you, similarly to the x vertical line, you can select any point along this line, right? Right here is fine. It will draw a vertical line for you. I mean, horizontal line for you, and we are good. Okay, good. Here's one that we haven't seen. This is point slope, right? Point slope. It's actually pretty easy to graph as well. The only thing you need to remember is that the first write the x variable first. However, it is opposite. Okay, the variable the point is going to be opposite of what the equation gives you. The equation gives you +9. The point is actually -9, comma, and then here the point the equation gives you -7 or -7. Then the point is actually positive, right? So that is really just the one thing you need to remember when you do point slope. Okay, x first, and it's opposite, and then y, it's also opposite. The slope, -7/6, is the same that we have been doing. The slope here is going to be rising up 7 and go into the left 6 because we are negative, right? Every time we negative, we go up. Now, if the graph doesn't allow us to travel, we can turn this around completely and do the opposite, and we can go down. Oops, we can go down 7, and to the right 6. Okay, so both of these are actually the same. Okay, so let's try to see which one is applicable. Starting at -9 on the x value and 7 on the y value. Make sure you are selecting the correct value. There it is. That's my starting point, right? And then I'm going to go up 7. Well, you notice how I can't really go up 7 and plot anything here. So I have to do the second one. I have to go down 7 to the right 6. So down 7. Down 7 is right here. To the right 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right there. Okay. I think that's where it is. Yes. Okay. That's my line. Perfect. Erase that. All right. Let's try one more. Okay. Let's try one more. The point here, again, opposite of that would be -3. Okay. That's my starting point. Oops. And then my -2 is actually going to be +2. So my starting point is, oh God, that's terrible. And notice the slope is a -1 in front, okay? So -1, again, -1 is like -1/1. So I'm going to go up 1 to the left 1 because I am, oh, my drawing is not working. to the left. What is going on to the left one? Okay. So let's do this. I don't know why that's acting up. Starting at -3, 2. Okay, make sure we plot it correctly. And then we go up 1 to the left 1. There's our line. Submit. Perfect. Okay. This is slope intercept again. Let's jump levels to see if we can get to standard form. Oh, there it is. There's standard form right here. I know it's standard form because the x and the y are together, and then the number is by itself, or the constant is by itself. So again, back on the review that we looked at, the summary. To do this, we do by x-intercept and a y-intercept, right? So first thing we do is to find the x-intercept. To find x-intercept, oh, I don't know why this is not working for me anymore. What is going on with my pen? Okay, let me close this out and restart. WebPaint sometimes it's acting up. All right, let's restart. Erase everything and let's redraw this. Okay, I want x-intercept. Okay, and when you do x-intercept, remember, just let the y be 0. So really the whole entire y term is gone. And then you're going to solve this equation. 6x equals to x, equals to 6, and then solve for x. So divide by 6 on both sides. 6 divided by 6 will give you 1. So this is my first point that I'm going to plot. Okay, let me erase this. So to find the y-intercept, I'm going to let the x equal 0, right? To find the y-intercept, I'm going to let x equal 0. So I'm just going to sort of forget that. And then remember, the y is negative. So you got to write that whole thing down. Negative y equals 6. Where if negative y equal to 6, I need to move the negative over here and it become y equals -6. It's kind of like turning your hand upside down, right? Turning your hand to the other side. So there's my y-intercept. So let's plot these 2 points. So on the x-axis, it's going to be 1. On the y-axis, it's going to be -6. And voila, there's my line right there by intercept. So that's how you graph standard form. Okay, submit. Perfect. Another point slope. Let's do another point slope, and hopefully I'll jump level, and then we'll run into one more of those standard forms. So, all right, x first, and it's opposite, so it's -6. This is point slope form, by the way. And then this is also -6. Okay, so that's convenience, I guess. And then the slope is 2/3, so I know I'm going to go up 2, to the right 3, to the right because it's positive, to the right 3, up 2, to the right 3. Okay, this one's easy. X6, x is -6, y is -6. Okay, make sure that is in the correct location. Yes, I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2, and then to the right 3, 1, 2, 3. Done. Click the point and then you're done. Submit. Perfect. All right, another standard form. Okay, good. After this standard form, I think I'm gonna quit and let you guys try it on your own. All right, so let's do x-intercept first. Okay, so when you have standard form, always do the x-intercept first. Well, it doesn't really matter, but just go in order. Do x-intercept. Let y be 0. So you have this equation 7x equals 42. Okay. And then that is going to be dividing by 7. So 42 divided by 7, I think 6. Yeah, it's going to be 6, okay? And so x equal to 6 is my x-intercept. Let's do the y-intercept now, okay? To do y-intercept, wow, that's a very pretty handwriting. To do y-intercept, you're gonna pretend that not pretend, you're gonna let the x term be 0, and then you're gonna solve this equation. 6y equals 42. Okay, all right, and you're gonna divide both sides by 6. So I think 42 divided by 6 is actually going to give you 7. So y-intercept would be 7. X-intercept would be 6. You can plot either one of them first. It's fine. Let's do x first. And then let's do y right here. 7. Finished. Submit. Ta-da. All right, I think I'm going to stop here. I have shown you guys at least one example of each of those types. So if you try, and you can try get to 100 yourself. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email, send me your questions. I'll make sure I answer your questions. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like my videos so that you get more tutorial videos on these practices. Thank you so much for your time and thank you for watching. Bye bye.